Greetings, YouTube. We are in the midst of a pretty exciting change to Marvel Casino of Champions, and I don't believe, even if I don't have any evidence to support this, I don't believe that some of these awesome changes are just now happening because Kabam has decided suddenly to improve the game. I think a lot of these changes are happening because our very own Dork Lessons, who has had so many fantastic ideas that he's presented on his channel over the years, is suddenly working for Kabam, and he's somebody that I truly trust to be a great pro player voice in the community. One of my favorite things on any channel in the past 5 years was when he would sit down with the literal developers of Kabam and ask them not just important questions, but sometimes tough questions. He would be a journalist, essentially. He'd do what I try to train my journalists to do at Oklahoma State University when they take my journalism courses, and that's not be afraid to speak truth to power and to ask important, relevant questions. And to Kabam's credit, those developers often did not shy away from the questions. They would say, yeah, I know this is a problem. It's not an easy fix, but we're looking to improve it. So with that being said, that somewhat long-winded disclaimer was setting up, of course, the new and improved buff to Cavalier crystals, which now have over a 2% drop rate for a 6-star, which is crazy when you think about what it used to be, a 12% drop rate for a 5-star, and a 3.2% drop rate for a 5-star Nexus, along with over 0.5% for a 6-star Nexus. And what I love about that is that also applies to the Cavalier Crystal Shards that you get for logging into the game as the elephant in the room, Thronebreaker. So, when I look at my Thronebreaker daily login, yes, I have Cavalier Crystals. Wouldn't it have been nice to know this buff was coming since I opened my last Cavalier login crystal? 24 hours before? Yeah, it sure would have, but you live and you learn. Either way, I've heard from some of you who've said, Prof, I think it's great that you're promoting a buff in Cavalier crystals, but I'm not Cavalier anymore. I'm a Thronebreaker. Why aren't you talking about Thronebreaker crystals? Now, I'm sure Kabam has the plan in place to put them into the game down the line. Who knows when that'll be? Honestly, given their buff of Cavalier crystals, I would be surprised if we saw a Thronebreaker crystal in the next 6 months. But hopefully, like I can be quite often on my channel, hopefully I'm wrong. Hopefully I'm too pessimistic. Hopefully it comes before, July 4th. Wouldn't that be amazing? But regardless, there's a couple of ways to discuss what I want to talk about right now, and that's what's going to help players. So Cavalier players who want to become Thronebreakers, of course, the thing you miss most, and you can't have this helped at all on crystals, is Tier 5 class Catalyst fragments, and that certainly is a discussion for a separate video, but you really need to take a 6-star to rank 3 to become Thronebreaker. I know a lot of Cavalier players that have completed at least one full initial run of all of Act 6. Checkmark, they've done it. And Kabam likes to tell you you're 90% of the way there. Well, that's like making it 90% to the NFL, but you still gotta play in the game. Like, you might say you're 90% there, but are you really? Because it feels like you might be 5% there and 95% to go. So with that being said, those players definitely will benefit from more 5 and 6-star champions. But when you're a Thronebreaker, here's how I would update the rates. And I would love your feedback on this. This is a sort of like a forum discussion style video. I would replace the 3-star hero drop rates of 50%, or a coin flip essentially, to 4-star hero drop rates. I think a 4-star champion for Thronebreaker players for 300 units, or in this case, 175 units? Let's go back to the actual purchasing of this. All the way down. Oh, well. Never mind. I must have either scrolling past it or just not seen it. Cavalier dailies. Thronebreakers. There we go. 175 units. I think for 175 units, a 4-star is a fair asking price. But if you're wondering why I haven't opened this, it's because I wait now till live streams to open these. Yeah, for 175 units, a 4-star is a really fair price. 300 units is $10. 175 is about $5. That should be the going rate for a 4-star because you're not going to be able to really use them at all. And you're not going to want to use them. I know so many people who say they're not ranking up 5 stars now as Thronebreakers, so why the heck would you ever rank up 4 stars unless there's specific content that you can only bring 4 stars in? Then I guess, or if there's a synergy you want to test out and the best champion that you have is a 4-star, but surely by the time that you fall in love with that champion, you don't want the 4-star to be your best champion. That's why I do have a Red Guardian. I've had a Red Guardian for a long time, a 4-star, which can't help me in Act 6, can't help me beyond, because of course I still don't have a 5 or 6. So, with that being said, 4-star drop rates, 50%. 5-star drop rates, I think should go to 30%. And Kabam might think it's breaking the game, but again, a lot of these Thronebreaker players aren't even opening 5 stars anymore. They just care about 6 stars. So, 50% 4-star, 30% 5-star, and then I would put the 5-star Nexus at 15%. Which, if you're doing the math at home, kids, makes up 95%. And then I would do 4% for a 6-star and 1% for a 6-star Nexus. So I'd almost double the 6-star Nexus of the Cavalier. I'd almost double the new 6-star drop rate, add 1.6% technically in. So that 5% of the time, 5 out of 100 of the crystals, you'll get a combination of a 6-star or a 6-star Nexus. And then about 1/3 of the time, 30% of the time, you'll get a 5-star or a 5-star Nexus. RNG sucks. There's no doubt about it. The reason why I gave the offer yesterday a B was because for as many people that opened a 5 and 6-star champion from their first Cavalier Crystal yesterday of the Cavalier Daily Special or Monthly Special Daily now, the monthly card I should just call it, you had more people get 3 stars. And as long as you have people who can get 3-star champions for $50 from something, I'm going to be hard-pressed to give it an A. But if you only put 4 stars in it and made that the floor, now you're talking. Because, yeah, most 4 stars are just going to be max sig 4 stars, but they're going to be double the 5-star shards. So you're essentially paying 175 units for 550 5-star shards. I can live with that. What I can't live with is 3 stars that are still hanging out in these crystals. And that is causing burnout and complaints. And these are from players who are Cavalier. And, of course, this video specifically is for Thronebreaker crystals. So I would love to know if you think I'm being too greedy with my 50% 4-star drop rate, 30% 5-star, 15% 5-star Nexus, 5% 6-star, and 1% 6-star Nexus drop rates, or if you think that's about right. Again, it's just one guy's opinion. Agree or disagree. But what I do think we should have is a discussion about where we see this game going, because I think it's fun to open crystals, and I think the slot machine aspect does make the game part of what it is. But when you get to Cavalier and especially Thronebreaker status, you've got 0 use for a 3-star. You barely have any use for a 4-star, especially with the Act 6 and beyond 4-star restrictions. So I think a 4-star floor not only is fair, but it's just logical at this point in player progression.